You got a very wide range of songs on your CD, and this is your second CD, is it?
It is, yep.
Yeah. So those were written in a fairly brief span, like a couple of years?
No, these songs actually probably over about 3 years, maybe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's a lot of time between a lot of songs.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those songwriters that write songs every day. I write melodies and ditties and things, but, yeah, I don't... To actually craft and finish a song it takes a while.
Yeah.
Sometimes they pop out. It's good when they just pop out, but yeah.
You find that something happens and you think you might get a line or two or something and then think, I've got to develop this, or how does it work?
Yes, I mean, like that song just came out. The words just came out while I sang it, and I remembered it, and I just wrote it down and made sure I recorded it straight away so I knew where I was at. Yeah, so if I'm in a songwriting mode, I decide to follow up an idea. I mean, I'm coming up with ideas all the time, but I pursue the ones that I really dig. But the ideas will, like I'll get a chorus, for instance, and that comes out straight away, but then it's about developing the verses around the chorus, and I think the chorus is so good. Or sometimes I come up with a verse and I think, wow, so I just keep them in my little library, and then when I've got time I'll play with them and see if something happens. If it doesn't, it goes back in my little book and come out again every now and then. And some songs I just so much, I just want to pursue it to the end. Sometimes I force it too much and it doesn't want to finish, so it has to go back in the book.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, I would like to be a performer that does concerts.
Yeah.
Ticketed concerts, festivals, and touring. I'd like to tour. I'd love to do Europe, and with a band. I'd like to have my band either come along with me, or I have my band in various areas. Yeah. And so touring, and I want to just keep producing more albums and keep enjoying myself. I just want to make sure that whatever happens, I'm enjoying what I'm doing, and the people I meet are positive and uplifting and inspiring. I just want, musicians, agents, whoever. I just want to work with people that are, that are positive, and that my whole musical experience is positive.
Do you find yourself doing many covers?
I did do the big cover thing a few years ago, and I do less covers, but I'm actually, I don't know, in the last few weeks I've started thinking I want to do more covers.
So who would you cover? Just songs in particular? I
don't really have particular anything from Nick Cave, Cohen and Nick Cave, those sort of dark kind of.
Yeah.
I like bands like, Portishead and The Knife and of course Eva Cassidy and Kate Bush and Tori Amos. I actually haven't thought about who I like.
Well, I know it's on your CD, they're all yours.
At the moment I'm just feeling like I want to sing covers, but I don't know whose covers I want to do. I like doing my own stuff because I'm an artist, but I'm actually feeling like just learning a few covers and throwing a few more in the set, because I just think it'd be more fun for me.
Yours, every one of them is yours. That's just amazing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think the cover thing, some people just feel comfortable singing covers and they throw in a few of their own, so it's sort of, think about it, all the audience, they love it when a Jimmy Barnes song comes up and they can sing along to it, or a...
Oh, we like the old ones.
No, the oldie stuff.
You ever do Dylan?
Yeah, I've done Dylan.
Oh, good.
Well, Knocking on Heaven's Door and...
No, okay.
I've got the covers I like doing, but yes, I'd like to learn some more, just for fun. When you learn covers, when you do your own stuff, you only express who you are at that point in time. But when you do covers, it's almost like you sit in someone else's shoes for a bit. Yeah. And it's fun. It's like playing dress-ups. Yeah. Except for a musician, it's like you become a character that you're not familiar with. So, absolutely. Covers, the best thing about covers is doing your own interpretation.
Yeah, for sure.
And people can do such... look what Eva Cassidy did. None of those songs are hers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, most of them aren't anyway. And she just did great interpretations of songs. Jeff Buckley, he did Hallelujah. Listen to that. That's a Leonard Cohen song, It's a fantastic interpretation. So, it's just how you see yourself. And I like to think of myself like a painter. I'm creating a song, and that's my painting. Each song is a painting or a series of paintings. And I'm the artist, and when people come to my gigs, they're coming to my exhibition. Yeah, well, so that's what an album is. It's a collection of paintings. This is Leticia Maher on the Bat Cave, Yarra Valley FM 99.1.
So we're going to have a cover.
Yeah, cover. Now we talked about covers, I think, I'll follow through with what I said before. How it can be fun to step in someone else's shoes.
that you love me, and so how am I ever to know? You only tell me, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. A million times I ask you, and so how am I ever to know? You only answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. If you don't make your mind up, we'll never get started. And I don't wanna wind up being parted, broken hearted. So if you really love me, say yes. And if you don't, dear, confess. But please don't answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Oh, estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando, pensando, y así pasan locuras. ¿Hasta cuándo? ¿Hasta cuándo? Y así pasan los días y yo desesperando y tú contestando, quizás, quizás, quizás. So if you really love me, say yes. And if you don't, dear, confess. But please don't answer, perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps. Perhaps, perhaps, perhaps.
Well, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was great. Yeah, lovely. Yeah.
There's quite a range your voice had to cover in that one.
I have a 3-octave range. I used to do all the mini Ripperton things.
I've got 2-note range.
2-note range.
You're lucky.
LeticiaMaher.com.
Yes.
And she's also got a MySpace site. Get a CD.
Well, I sell them at my shows as well.
Yep.
This is Leticia Maher. I'm trapped in the back cave. Call the cops.
Yes, indeed. We've had Leticia here for almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
And, we've wrung her dry.
Yes, so it's been a pleasure. Thank you, Greg and Dom, and really happy to be here.
Thank you for coming in, Leticia. We really appreciate it. And